Hi, this is Rachel with Daily Bread Yoga All Together Now. We're going to do a short practice. I just got back from a really humid walk and I want to cool down. So that's what we're going to be about. We're going to start sitting up. So I am sitting on a cushion because it is not comfortable for me to sit directly on the floor. It hurts my hips and my knees and I don't sit well. So if you're that way, feel free to go get yourself a big cushion or something to sit on. So take a nice inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Take your chin towards the ceiling, stretching the front of your neck. Soften your jaw. Maybe play with the position of your spine. Maybe you need to lean back a little bit. And bring yourself back into neutral. Look over your right shoulder and over your left. And back in the center. Tuck that chin tight in towards your neck. And bring yourself back up. Right hand to the floor at your side. Take that left arm over top. Ground to your butt bones. Bring the left hand to the floor at your side and reach that right arm over top. Bring those hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach those arms up and reach higher. Bend the elbow, squeeze those shoulder blades. Left elbow in right. Round your back, elbows in the belly button. Bring yourself back up. Take those elbows wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Right elbow in left. Round your back, elbows in the belly button. Bring yourself back up. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Bend the elbow towards the ceiling. Scratch your back. Left hand to that right elbow, pull it over towards the middle. Stay just like this, or take that left arm behind your back, reaching up towards your other fingertips. Everybody, aim your heart out and up a little bit so you're not pressing that head down. Soften your jaw. And release. Roll those shoulders back and down. Take that left arm up, bend the elbow towards the ceiling and scratch your back. Take that right hand to your left elbow and pull it towards center a little bit. Take that right arm, or stay just like this maybe, or take that right arm behind your back, reaching towards your other fingertips. Aim your heart out and up so your spine is nice and long and easy. Bring those arms down, roll your shoulders back and down. Give yourself a bear hug and twist. Feel how sticky you are maybe if you just got back from a really humid walk. And give yourself another armpit squish. Yuck. And you're going to extend those legs out in front of you in staff pose. Notice I don't even have a mat because the floor is cooler than my mat and I don't want to be warmed up. You're going to bang your legs against the floor and then chop the top of your legs. Chop the side. Chop the back, the butt. And flex your heels. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. That may feel kind of stiff. Hands to the floor. Bring your heart forward, shoulders back. We're not even trying to touch your stinky feet. Flex your feet. And then reach forward and release. At no time am I asking you to touch your feet. Roll yourself up. Round those shoulders back. Bring your hands behind, feet flat on the floor as wide as the mat. If you have a mat. Slide your hips towards your heels and up. Oof, we're going to do that again. So extend those legs out. Let's chop on top of the legs. Chop the side. Chop the butt. And inhale, reach those arms up. Flex your feet. Big inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor. Bring your heart forward, shoulders back again. Soften your jaw. Then reach forward and release. Roll yourself up, round those shoulders back. Bring the hands behind, feet flat. Slide your hips towards your heels and up. Bring yourself back down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Holding onto your feet or your ankles, whatever works best for you. This is bound angle. You might tuck that tail under a little bit, coming towards your heels. If this is tough on your knees, bring your feet out away from you a little bit. So sitting up nice and tall, letting those shoulders get drawn down. Take your chin towards the ceiling, stretching the front of your neck. Bring your head back into neutral. Look over your right shoulder and over your left. And back in the center, tuck that chin tight in towards your neck. Round your back, tip your pelvis back. And release. I'm going to take a second to move the phone that I'm recording on. And we're going to head to the floor. Oh my goodness. So head to the floor. When you get there, take a big inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. You maybe feel that magical back bend in your low back. Roll your feet around. Bring your feet flat on the floor as wide as your imaginary mat, or maybe you even have one. Take those arms out to the side. Take a big inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. Let everything sink. Start to take those knees side to side, but super duper slow. So maybe for like a count of 3 at each side. And when you go to each side, be sure to release some effort and feel that sensation of gravity doing the work better than you, which is like not an insult to how you do it. It's just how it's supposed to be. That's why we bring our legs over there, so that gravity will pull on them and you feel that up the side of your hip, your thigh, you feel that little twist in your low back. You even feel it differently than bringing yourself back in the center, and now your shoulders feel it even differently. So feeling that sensation of coming back into neutral. Bring your knees into your chest and bring your nose towards your knees. Draw your shoulders down. Now bring your head back down, still pulling those knees into your chest. But release some of the effort in your arms. So maybe you just feel that weight, that pull of gravity of your thighs into your chest. And then take both legs in the air. Be super gentle, humble, and kind with your hamstrings. Point and flex your feet. Roll them around. Bring those hands underneath your head or your arms out to the side, whichever is going to work better for you. Squeeze those legs together and take them in circles. Soften your jaw. Go slow enough that you don't feel momentum helping you. This is really your effort, and the effort is coming from your core, sort of right above your hips. At least that's where I feel the effort. And then go in the other direction. Be sure to breathe on purpose. And then straighten those legs again, point and flex your feet. Bring your hands on the inside of your knees and take your legs wide. Bend your knees a little bit so you're not overstretching. Point and flex your feet, roll those ankles around. And bend your knees, cross your right thigh over your left, pulling those heels towards opposite hips and maybe trying to pull your thighs in towards your chest. And switch sides. Trust that it's working. And inhale, full body stretch, reach it all the way out again. Bring those heels tight into your butt, arms tight into your side. Draw those shoulders down and take your head side to side, kind of with that 3 count at the end of each side. You maybe don't feel a lot of pull of gravity on your head because it just doesn't feel that way, but just do it anyway. And back into neutral. Inhale, press up into bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, pressing up. So we're holding it for, again, maybe like a 3 or 4 count so that your body shifts into the pose a little bit more. Exhale, roll it down. Last time, and hold it longer. Inhale, pressing up. Big inhale and exhale through your nose. Take those arms wide. Push strong into your feet. Spread your toes out. Soften your jaw. Draw that belly button towards your spine. Tailbone towards your knees. Pull those shins and your knees straight ahead like you're squeezing a gigantic phone book between your knees. Give yourself a big, tight bear hug, rolling down. Pull that right knee into your chest. Bring your nose towards your knee. Bring your head back down. And extend that right leg up in the air. Again, be humble and gracious and kind to your hamstring. If it feels good today, you might extend that left leg along the floor. Or not. Take that right ankle on top of your left thigh. So this is sometimes called a figure 4. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Or this is kind of a reclined tree pose, but you're stretching. And then you're drawing that thigh, left thigh, in towards your chest, holding on behind the thigh. Sometimes people like to rock side to side, or you just stay put. That's fine too. But breathe on purpose. Left foot flat on the floor. Right leg crosses over nice and tight like you have to pee, and that's an effective way to not pee your pants. Arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale here and exhale. Take those crossed legs over to the left. Adjust your shoulders. There's no prize for straining your shoulder. Trust that a lot more is happening in this pose than what is maybe the first response to it. Keeping your legs crossed, come back in the center. As you exhale, take those crossed legs over to the right. Soften your jaw, soften across your chest. Bring yourself back in the center. Uncross those legs. And let's take those knees side to side a little bit. Inhale, full body stretch. Bring those knees into your chest and your nose towards your knees. Bring your head back down, still pulling those knees into your chest. Bring that right foot flat on the floor, extend the left leg straight up. Humble, kind, gracious. Your hamstring is a wonder. If it feels like a good idea, extend that right leg along the floor. If it doesn't, don't do it. Left ankle on top of that right thigh. Reach the arms overhead along the floor. Oh my goodness. And then draw that right thigh in towards your chest, holding on behind the thigh. So notice sort of all the places you feel this. Maybe you feel it right in that left hip socket that's turned so awkwardly. Indeed, I do too. If you have tender knees, you might feel it in that knee. I kind of feel my right hip flexor actually trying to be very strong. And I want to tell it you don't have to be strong now. I'm trying to do the work for you, kid. Bring that right foot flat on the floor. Left leg crosses over nice and tight. Arms up to the side. Take your crossed legs over to the right in a deep twist. So this side can twist a lot further. I'm not sure that it's all for the better. I think it might be some wonkiness in my pelvis and my spine. Bring yourself back in the center. And then go the other direction. So just paying attention to sort of like how our ego matches the reality. Like if you think that you can stretch so far on one side because you're awesome, I mean, that might be true. But it might also be because that's too far. Who knows? Bring yourself back in the center. Inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Take your legs super wide. And then bring those feet flat on the floor, arms out to the side, knees side to side in big, slow windshield wipers. And then back into neutral. Bring the soles of your feet together, arms down at your side. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. We're going to do 3 rounds of the 5-step slide breath. So it's 5 quick little inhales through your nose, like, and 1 long exhale out your nose. We're going to do 3 rounds of it. Maybe noticing if your body goes deeper into the pose or just deeper into anything with each round. Here we go. Exhale. Round 2. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Arms down by your side. Press those knees together, scooting your feet out away from each other, letting your hips sink down. The meditation mantra of the month, it's currently July, and the meditation mantra of the month is avidya, which is our misperception. How we sort of don't see reality for the smudges that we have in our eyes. The quote for this last week in July is by Carl Jung, or Jung, however you say it. But it is when the unconscious is not made conscious, it is perceived as fate. We'll say that again. When the unconscious is not made conscious, it is perceived as fate.
We're going to practice the trip meditation. Feel yourself held up by the floor. Just so you don't have to hold yourself up. The T in trip is for thankful. So what are you thankful for this morning? And what's below that? What is more subtle than that? Obvious, first thing. Maybe in the context of what are you currently thankful for that? And then go a little bit deeper. Why is that so meaningful for you? The R in trip is for repent, which simply means go in a different direction, a new path. Stop and turn around, go a different way. So what is a new path for you? Maybe it's this affirmation of a new practice that you have been already following, or maybe it's new today. Maybe take that a little bit deeper. Why? What are you stopping and what are you starting? What's ahead on that new path? Where are you currently? The I in trip is for intercession. So who or what situations are in your heart, your mind, your thoughts and prayers? And maybe bring your hands to your belly if you're truly feeling that sensation of connection. The P in trip is for priority. So it's all the things you want to be about today or this week. What is a priority for you? Maybe it's how you do it or the way or what's a priority? In closing, we're going to repeat, may wisdom guide and hope sustain 5 times. Maybe bring your hands down onto the floor again. The hand mudras or cues for wisdom, for the mantras. The left pointer finger into your thumb is the cue for wisdom. The right palm face up is the cue for hope. So again, it's like wisdom guide and hope sustain. Take a nice inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. May wisdom guide and hope sustain. 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 Roll over to one side to press yourself up. Nice inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Thank you for joining me and all of us for this practice. Trust that it makes a difference that you are here. Namaste.